This is part 2 of Tuesday Fun. How about the news this morning? I'm so glad to have an input to those embarrassing rumors that I was the one behind the Mayor Emanuel tweet stream. I saw the way everyone was looking at me. I heard what people were saying. I want to thank Hopleaf for hosting us as always. Every once in a while, on our blog and here, we give shout-outs to some of the other reading series that go on in the city. And I want to give a mention to Essay Fiesta again, which Keith Ecker runs along with Allison Lyon, which they do the third Monday of every month at the Bookseller in Lincoln Square. It's fantastic, and they do a raffle, and all the donations go to Howard Brown Health Center, and it's a fantastic evening, so I hope you'll go out and support that. Recently, Keith and Allison squared off at Wright Club at the Hideout, which was awesome. Woo! Keith had the unenviable job of writing about why boys are better than girls. So he lost, but they did get to...
I didn't like my chauvinism. Why?
I clapped louder for you, Keith. The host of Wright Club is Ian Belknap, who's going to be here reading for us next month in April. So we're going to look forward to that. It's April 5th. A Tuesday, and we'll also have Jessica Palmer, Lisa Shalem, Tegan Jones, and me here at the microphone. And in coming months, we're going to have great readers like our man in Chicago, Scott Smith, Paul McComas, Tim Brown, Brad Bollier, who's here, Brooke Wonders, who's back there, and then in June, a special date, June 21st, with science fiction writers from the Wellspring Workshop, and that's going to be awesome. All right. This is the part of the program where I drag things out a little longer to torture our last two readers, and you, with a poem. And it's kind of a longer poem than usual this month, although it's not as long as the one I'm going to read in May, so you're getting off easy. This is called Passing. It's getting harder these days to tell the crazy people from the sane, but with technology the way it is. It used to be that talking to yourself in public was a sure sign of instability. Like wearing a sign that said, "Steer clear of me. I'm not quite right. I might be dangerous, if only to myself." But we all do it, carry with us an invisible chorus of voices in a magic Bluetooth cloud, insistent, demanding voices, clamoring for attention, screening out the real world around us, making us each more dangerous than 20 actual crazy people. A more present threat to public safety than any potential suicide bomber, or at least more annoying. Thorazine does nothing at all to fix it. The implications of eye contact have changed too. It used to be that when someone looked at you when they spoke, it meant they were talking to you. Not anymore. This morning as I was walking the dog, I heard the rasp of a window being shoved open, and a shrill voice saying, "I told you last time what was going to happen." I looked up to see a head and shoulders push out a fourth-floor window, and the person was looking right at me. "What?" I called up, thinking that Ella and I had been mistaken for someone else, maybe someone who hadn't cleaned up after a mess on the sidewalk. "Oh, I'm on the phone," said the smiling head, pointing to its ear, and continued on talking in the same tone of voice as if both conversations were one. And maybe they were, I still don't know. Crazy, right? I'll say. But I was talking about people's voices, not the ones they speak with, but the ones they hear in their heads, the ones no one else can hear. I don't have a Bluetooth earpiece, but I still hear voices in my head. Often when I have something important I need to say to someone, I rehearse the conversation in my head. And sometimes, during my lines, I'll slip and speak them out loud. Or more often, when I'm remembering an awkward interaction from earlier that day and thinking how I could have said something better, I'll just say it that better way. It just pops out. And I might be driving, or walking down the street, or lying in bed with my wife, and I know I've just said something out loud, out of the blue, out of nowhere, out of left field. I'm busted. And my wife will put down her magazine and give me that look. You know the one. The one that's half amused, half worried. The one that says, "Are you crazy, husband?" And maybe I am. I don't know. No, of course not. I do it all the time, too. But I was trying to talk about how hard it is to tell the sane people from the crazies these days. Personally, I think cell phones are just an excuse. All this time, most of us have just been passing, and now we don't have to pretend anymore.